Yo, what's up, everybody? We are back for another sample loop in Kylito's kitchen. We are not going to waste any time today, and we're going to get straight to the drums. So, as usual, what we'll do is get our drum set up here, and I'll play the sample right now so you can kind of get an idea of what we're about to get into while I organize. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the bass to the beginning, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put this up here for the 808, and we'll get started. As you guys have seen in the previous videos, kind of the purpose of these last couple videos is to test out the drum and drummer and see, what I could do better when I roll out the next one. The standard kind of clap, snare, let's do a different hi-hat. I did this last time too. Is just to get people moving. A lot of the things are going to be similar as far as like the snare counters and things like that. Put the bounce in today. And, just seeing like how these come out. I could rename a lot of things. I can make things a lot more branded. That's why a lot of my kits are free. Actually, all of the kits are free right now. Is because I'm just working through the kinks. And this is just stuff that I do for myself that I thought I would share, and it helps with workflow. So you'll see open hats, like this is like the hi-hat. I could probably change this a little bit to snare counter or something like that, and then the caps are all fine, but whatever. All right, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna close our MIDI section of this, and we're gonna go into the samples, and we're gonna go top to bottom. I'll stick with the spins for now. I might switch it depending on how this goes. A lot of what I've been doing recently is kind of like a trap snare. I might go a little softer here. Not that that's not a trap snare. They're all trap drums. It's been my counter as of late. Expert's hi-hat. And I'm gonna go get some open hats from a different kit. Yeah. Bring those open hats down. You hear the snares pretty fast, that counter snare, that bounce. And then what we're gonna do is that 808's probably really low because there's a bass note. And we're gonna give it a little bounce. With the Gun album coming out, we'll probably think looking at A flat. I'm gonna go ahead and bypass the VSX. Oh, we already did? Badass. Okay. Turn this up. gonna protect the low end, making sure we're cutting at 200 for our loop. And then we're gonna take our compressor, and so you can see it's gonna push the melody back. Watch. So now we're gonna bring that forward a little bit. Group our drums. Let's go ahead and saturate our bass. Our 808. Okay. I'm gonna put that vocal inside here, and then let's just double check all the instruments. And let's check our sends. So that's the reverb. And let's, so I usually turn it up all the way just to see what it would be like drowned in the send, and then I just back it off. We got the God particle, which I don't know if we'll need that because we have it on this, and then origin. So what we're doing is we're sending our loop main melody to those sends. Fix this a little bit. Alright. So now we're talking about arrangement. We didn't even put a clap in. Hi-hat's a little crazy. Open hi-hats, I mean. Alright, this is a pretty simple hi-hat pattern, so what we're going to do is spice it up. Kind of like a hi-hat god, you know? We'll go back here also. Yes, sir. So we don't need those snare taps everywhere. We don't need the open hi-hats everywhere. And then the sample's doing a decent job of changing itself up. We're just gonna go ahead and double check. I'm gonna turn this bell up because I haven't noticed it. Let's see on this. The strings are really nice. Let's go to the string section and mix this. I feel like the sample's missing something. Whoops. That's not a good move, bro. My bad. Never underestimate tape. I should be sponsored by Safari Pedals. Shout them out every day. If you guys are watching this, I'm in Safari Pedals. Yeah, sounds nice. Alright, let's go back to the intro. Hey. Hey. So, what I've been doing lately is take my easy wash. And then we'll just mix that real low. Gives it that kind of airy feeling. I think I'm going to keep the 808 here. I'm just going to put it way down. And then you already know the deal right here. Did I do the right one? Yeah. Let's go a little open on the hi-hats here. Take out that first. Take a little time right here. And then let's repeat this here. Take that away. This is interesting. It shouldn't be like that. Some kind of Foley would be good here. A train station or some rain or something. Hey. Of course, a crash. Gucci. How are we feeling on this one? Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. Comment, like, subscribe, subscribe, and share. Subscribe and share. Subscribe and share. Yeah. Subscribe and share. Subscribe and share. I don't know what that little dot is. I'll do it to him with the drums. Here we go. These drums should be louder, honestly, and we'll bring these ones down so they sound louder. And let's bring the loop down like 3. And the drums can sound like they're louder. Sometimes you gotta make things lower so that things can sound louder. That's kind of how it goes. Don't make everything louder. Make other things lower. Kind of like in life, you know? You don't need to like focus more on anything or do more work. You just need to eliminate other stuff. And then there's all that's left is what you want to get done. Alright, you know the deal. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this back from the beginning. And I'm going to put the utility to round this thing out. And then what we're going to do is we're going to save that. I'm going to talk for a minute. So that was 18 minutes. A lot of that was because the loop was pretty much in good shape. Drums were organized. Drum MIDIs were ready to be activated. Workflows in place. Coloring the drums. A lot of presets. So if you're trying to work on your workflow, spend a day and think about everything that you do and start saving kind of presets and templates and things like that, because there's no sense in doing the same things over and over. Like if you're going to sit there and put the snare and the clap down, like if you're going to do that every day, just make a snare MIDI and a clap MIDI. If you know your open hats are going to be bouncing around, just save that. Get it right once, sit and spend the day, make one really good project that you know is kind of like ideal to your workflow. Write down, what, dB gains your 808 needs to be pumped up, like the boost knob in FL. Write down some of your favorite sounds that you use, your go-to sounds, and just put them in a folder. Make sure everything's really organized. If you don't want to do that, download mine. It's the Drum and Drummer on my PayHip, and it's free. Links usually in the description. If not, follow me on IG, ask me for it, leave a comment and share. But overall, I hope you enjoyed watching this. Thanks for checking it out, and we'll cook up another one. I got another probably 30 minutes or so, thanks for checking this out. Alright, so we're going to switch projects now. So essentially what we're doing here is going back to the desktop, and I'm going to find a sample. We're going to go back to 2024. Let's go to August, since we're in August. This is literally a year ago. Psycho. If this is the loop that I think it is, I can't believe it's been a year if that's the case. Because I think I already threw drums on this. I could be wrong. Sometimes I name loops the same things, like Psycho, Tired. I have like 5 versions of those. Tired's always the funny one because I'm always like working. Yeah, that's a PG MIDI. I definitely threw drums on that at one point. Let's see. 2024 August. Chasing Visions. That sounds like an interesting name for a loop. Almost open. All right. Let's see what we got here, boys. Okay, well, this is loud, so we're going to move that. I'm going to bypass that. Okay, I mean, we could work with this. It's kind of really a big surprise for me. Like, there would be times where we'd be cooking up for the group in the AOSIM group and Discord, which I highly recommend you join. And he'll say, you know, this week we're working with this artist. This is what we need. So, you know, I do a little research, find some chord progressions, find some sounds, and that's what we would do. So let's get started. So let's get started with the drums. Almost sounds like Little White. I'm gonna pop me some Xanax bars and lower tabs. Oxycontin Xanax bars. Go on. Alright, so let's group these drums. And let's get this in here. And let's let the probably mix this loop a little bit. See how it sounds. Go on. And I put the snare on the clap. So let's go here, and we're gonna put that. Ooh, that's a. Yeah, the open hi-hats in this kit suck. I really let everybody down there. But what I would suggest you do is you go to my site, you download all of my drum packs, open up all of them, and then make your own. That's going to be the move. And then do that for everybody. You'll limit. Go on. I could just hear like Little White. Got me choosing these bars, I'm ready to get. In the round up for grabs, Oxycontin, Xanax bars, Lord tabs. Go on, got me choosing these bars, I'm ready to get. loop's got to come down for sure. Don't know if I need this. Something's got like a little bloop. I don't know what that is. I know you hear that. It's like, oh, it's probably the 808. Yeah. Alright, this is like, I think G sharp minor. Let's go. Uh-oh. Let's see how this works. Oh, look at that. Try and take out a lot of the low end. What instrument is this? Okay. Try and clean up this loop a little bit. Control the loop with the compressor. Let's crank it up a little bit. Let's see how these snare rolls, snare top. This might be the wrong snare. Let's try the brick 6 snare. That's my one. That's my one. Portal's doing. Still coming in really hot. Open hat's still loud. Alright, so what we'll do here is we'll just look and see. Okay, it's the same everywhere, right? So push this up an octave, push this down an octave. Same everywhere. Push this up an octave, push this down an octave. And then we're gonna just start taking things away. Same thing up here, we're just gonna start taking things away. Make a little puzzle out of it. And then we're gonna count 5. This one's gonna be our takeout. I have a longer section right there. Hey. So here we can do this joined 808, and we'll just turn it down. It's a really big section, might not be that long. Let's bring it back. Turn that way down. noise right there. See how that sounds. And then after this drop, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably don't need this. Ugh. Yeah, that bass helps a lot. I don't know if we need that plain noise there. I'll thin this out too. I don't think we need all that. Alright, cool. So that one's pretty straightforward. So yeah, I mean, overall, what we're gonna do here is collect all unsaved, make sure we got everything. Gonna export that song. We're gonna send it to the rappers. The rappers are gonna say that sucks, and we're gonna keep making more music. If the rapper says it's good, then we get a song, and that's really cool too. So appreciate you guys rocking with me. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, share. Join my Discord. Go download some free drum samples. Also, make sure that if you need some loops, you hit me up. If you got loops, send them to me. Next week, instead of cooking up my shitty loops, I'm going to be cooking up with other people's loops. So send them through, and we're going to flip them. And hope everybody has a great day. Thanks for rocking with me, and